You do have to realize that something created you. Your personality, the name, your gender, the clothes that you wear, your body, the things that you enjoy to do in your life, all of these things that make up your personality, that's not only what you are or who you are. That is the channel. That's the personality. That's the ego. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I wanted to share another email from one of my awesome clients. She actually, it's a pretty lengthy email and I haven't fully read it. A lot of you guys are like, Kim, why do you always read things for the first time when you're doing the video? Why don't you pre-read it? I don't have time. And I kind of like things to be natural and organic. All that being said, I'm going to read this. It's very long, so I don't know how long this video will end up being. My editors, who are amazing, will edit out all of the major mistakes. But, and excuse if there's a lag on the video that's been happening lately, and I don't know exactly why, but I know that you can hear me well, so just bear with any technical little issues that might be happening. So I'm going to read this, like I said, exactly how she wrote it. This is a very inspirational story. She has been watching my videos. The videos, my teachings have been resonating with her. She has been applying everything that I'm teaching on the videos. And mind you, a lot of you guys, I get emails sometimes from you guys, and you have stories around you not being able to afford getting the support that you want, and that's fine. And I always let you know, hey, you can literally apply and follow what I'm teaching you on my videos for free. And that's the best I can do for you, obviously. But I want you guys to also remember that whatever stories that you have around money is also just a story. So please stop like commenting under videos or emailing me saying, I can't afford this or that. I live here, therefore I am poor. I can't afford this. Just remember that no matter what, it is all a story and it's your assumption, and your life has no choice but to reflect your belief around yourself, your specific person, money, whether you deserve to have money, whether you deserve to be in a relationship, all of this wonderful stuff. So, this was just a little tip I wanted to share just to remind you guys. And for those of you guys who are new, please remember that anything and everything that you keep subscribing to, that you keep identifying with, your life has no choice but to reflect it back to you, even if it's comments that you make under a video, like around specific person stuff, and you're complaining still about the old story. Some of you guys, and I love you guys very much, and I'm saying this with love, some of the same people, whether you're a subscriber or not, but you comment under videos, you've been commenting under my videos for maybe even over a year, and you continue to recycle your old story, and you're wondering why nothing is working. It's because you are giving all of your attention, awareness, and identification to exactly what you don't want. So life has no choice but to reflect that back to you. Okay. So saying this with love. So anyway, without further ado, let me read this. I am actually going to I'm going to read the the bulk of it, and then I'm going to go back to how she opened it, because the best part is going to be at the very end. So before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com. I'll reply back to you with my next available session after you've booked with me on my website, coreunion.com. You can do a 30-minute, a 60-minute, a package of either 30 minutes or 60 minutes. It's up to you. Most people do end up doing the package because it's more affordable and people really love to meet with me more than once. So let me start reading this here. Okay. My relationship with my SP started in 2020, and it was the most perfect relationship I've ever had with a human being. It was fulfilling, nourishing, and helped both of us grow. But since the relationship started, I always had the fear of it ending because of his family, because I'm a different nationality than he is, and I'm older than him. And where he's from, or specifically in his family, you're not supposed to have a choice. They will choose for you who you will marry. This is from an old story that I firmly believe in and was always repeating in whatever someone asked about my relationship. I had already set justifications for us not ending up together from day one, but I was still hoping that we would end up together and not realizing that I was trying to manifest while already having my blocks and excuses ready for him. You see how she was manifesting at that point still from her old story. In our culture, some mothers believe that choosing for their kids in their right, and if you is their right, and if you go against it, then you're disobeying them. And in turn, you're not following what God unstructured you to do. This is not the case. And believe me, the religion has nothing to do with us. And God created all of us free and with free will. Anyway, mid last year, I brought up this topic for the first time. And even when I was saying, I understand your position and that there's nothing you can do, again, the old story, we didn't end the relationship, but I thought I was okay with the idea that we're not ending up together. And then I moved to a whole other country. The pressure became more on him to get married, but we had a plan to travel together for the first time, and it was magical. And we were over the moon. Although he knew that his family will pressure him even more about coming back to do something. This was April of 2024. After seeing how beautiful life was with us together, I made a decision the last day of the trip to just let go of my limiting beliefs about myself, him, and his family, and that I'll adopt a new set of beliefs where I'm co-creating with God and not focusing on circumstances. I believe my intention at this time was so strong that I faced a purge as soon as I came back, and his fears fought back. He decided to end things before he got engaged. I was shattered and lost the will to live and was praying for God to just take my life, especially because I know how much we loved each other and how connected our souls are. Ooh, I hadn't read this, so that really got me there. It took a few days of being in despair. Then I realized that I manifest all of this by the fears and assumptions I had about myself, him, and his family. So I decided to ask God for a second chance to work on my beliefs and try to manifest right this time. And here's when I discovered your channel. And I was watching your videos multiple times a day, and they really helped me create a new story and maintain it in my mind and live in the end like my man is always with me and we're happily married. Perfect. I was sleeping every day to my personal self concept and marriage with my specific person affirmations and thanking God for it and for being irreplaceable. And I was even thanking God for guiding my baby to work on his limiting beliefs as well. Wow. So perfect. Last Saturday, July 6th, 2024, I asked God a specific question. Will I end up with my baby or not? And I drifted to sleep. I like to ask these questions and get the answers as visions because it works for me. I slept for an hour and woke not remembering anything. Then I decided to say, God, please, I need a clear answer. And I slept for another hour. As soon as I opened my eyes, I found a notification on LinkedIn that my baby checked my profile. And I was laughing and saying, "Oh God." So you brought him as an answer, not just a dream, and I thanked God. I checked his profile back, then sent him recommendations to adjust in his profile. And then I told him I need his opinion on something. We had a long call the same day. And as soon as I asked him, how was life without me? He started sobbing. And oh my God, that makes me want to cry. And he said that he realized that he lost me and that he lost everything with me and isn't enjoying anything in his life. And he just wants to be gone. With me being the new version of myself who's thinking from the end while not being attached, I was able to calm him down. And I'm the only person he opens up to anyway. But with all the love that he realized he has for me and that no one could ever be compared to me, he already did the mistake of following what his parents want. And he did get engaged to a relative the way his parents wanted. But he's not happy and he knows he cannot live without me. That he even thought of just running away from the family. It's not even an option for me. I don't want to deprive him from his family. I want him with the blessings of his parents as well. And this is my end image, which I'm persisting on. Since I believe we create our realities, I spent time explaining this to him, and that if you're not happy with this, take it as a sign to do something and stand up for yourself before it's too late. And we even started working on his limiting beliefs that made him afraid to even consider us ending up married as a possibility. We are in the beginning of the work, but he knows that he has to do something to get out of the situation in order to pursue us. His limiting beliefs and fears are huge and from childhood. Kim, I'm literally his soul's guardian. Whatever messages I was sending him telepathically, he received them. And I knew everything he was going through from my dreams already, especially because we come from a culture that always encourages men specifically to not show any emotions or weaknesses. I am his safest place. And I believe God reunited us at this time so I can drag him to the other end where he could be his true self and not what his parents or society are asking him to be. Why I decided to book a session with you, because I really need your thoughts on this situation I'm taking to him. And our love for each other has grown even bigger with the month and a half separation. And I know that he needs me to find and walk the path, as he said. And he said it clearly what he wants to marry me. And there's nothing I want more in life other than this. Okay, I'm just going to go down to the end of this. Now, I'm going to say actually what she said in the beginning, because this was the best part of this. Here are some things I was affirming to myself every single day during the affirmations, and that he ended up saying back to me. I realized that I lost you, and I'm lost without you. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I do not see myself without you. You are the most perfect, you are the most perfect human being I've ever seen, and no girl in this world could ever be compared to you. You are my soulmate, and every time we talk, I find myself opening up to you in a way that I don't even do when I'm talking to myself. This was such an inspirational story when I read it and also when I met with my client. And one of the reasons why it's so important for you to just allow yourself to be inspired is that you can see when my clients and when a lot of you guys who are just subscribers, when you really go deep into trust, and however you want to think about God, it's not my place to tell you how to think about God. But you do have to realize that something created you, your personality, the name, your gender, the clothes that you wear, your body, the things that you enjoy to do in your life, all of these things that make up your personality, that's not only what you are or who you are. That is the channel. That's the personality. That's the ego. And sometimes ego can be actually very good, and you can use your ego to create all sorts of things that you want in your reality. I used my ego. I basically, when I started manifesting on a deeper level, things related to money and success, different homes and cars and things, it's like I basically created a whole other identity. And that's who I decided I was being. That's a really good and powerful way for you to begin to manifest all different things in your reality, not just things related to your specific person, but money, health, and things like that. The reason I bring this up is because a lot of you guys, I don't know why, but some of you guys refuse to do the inner work. Some of you guys, you don't have trust in the process, but you keep doing the inner work from your ego state and from your personality. And you're not really surrendering yourself to the process. You're not surrendering yourself to what created you. I like to use the label God. You can use the label source, creator, universe, however you want to. It doesn't really matter, because the power that created worlds, galaxies, you, me, and every single thing in our reality, that power is the same. And we are all that pushed out having a human experience. Okay. So God is using you to unfold itself and become conscious so God can experience all of these wonderful things in life. But when you have a choice whether you are going to believe in your old stories of your fears, worries, and doubts, or in what God planted in your heart and soul, that's where you can decide, this is what I'm going to trust in. This is what I'm going to keep my awareness on. I'm going to fully 100% subscribe to this. I'm all in. And when you do that in your 3D reality, whether it's through your thoughts, through dreams, through things that you see and hear, through people in your life, friends, family, maybe things that you're watching, or things with your specific person, whether again, this is related to the love relationship or anything else. Everything that you're experiencing that isn't of God, that isn't what's in your heart and soul, if you are reacting to it, if you have a reaction to it, that is showing you where you are. So instead of getting upset or fearful of the things that are coming up in your thoughts and dreams, or even if it's an actual experience in your 3D with your specific person, instead of trying to measure things from what you're seeing and hearing in your 3D, instead measure things from your reaction to the things that you're seeing and hearing, because your reactions are showing you whether you're changing or not. That doesn't mean that if your specific person, for example, if my specific person says something to me that really hurts and scares me, and it feels like this is the end of the world, like, because that is like in the moment how it feels to me. If that happens and I react, it doesn't mean that I haven't shifted. It's how long do I stay in that old story? How long am I reacting? Because it's normal to internally react. But what you want to do is notice how long you're staying down and out. If you are doing the inner work and you're still seeing the evidence of the old stuff and you're still reacting, but you could say, look at yourself today compared to when you started to do the inner work. Maybe it was a few months ago, maybe it was a year ago, maybe it was 2 years ago. If you can say, okay, I still get triggered, but I'm able to bounce back instead of it taking a month or 2 months to actually get back in my faith and trust and see them differently and see myself differently and trust in the relationship. It went from maybe it was taking me a few months, then it was taking maybe a few weeks, then it was taking a few days, and then now it's only taking an hour or two. You have to look at your own internal responses and reactions and have that be the measure of whether you are shifting and growing and evolving or not. Okay, I think that can actually be very helpful for you. So remember to detach everything in your reality from whatever the circumstances are. Let go of the circumstances. The circumstances do not matter at all. And instead, recognize, okay, if I'm reacting, I haven't changed. But it's okay if I get back in my faith and trust as soon as I possibly can. And then I see that I'm not down and out for as long. Okay. Because each time it happens, you are leveling up, even if it doesn't feel like you are. You are evolving. Okay. I love you so much. I know for a fact, I believe and declare that this video was exactly what many of you guys needed to hear. I am so, so, so happy to be of service to you guys, to be able to teach you, to be the guiding light, to be able to help you empower yourselves to allow yourselves to have the money that you deserve, the success that you deserve, the health that you deserve, the love that you deserve, the healthy, happy, strong relationships of all different kinds in your reality, and just allowing your life, the universe, God, to spoil you, to love you, and to take care of you. Okay. I love you so much. Please do affirm down below that you know that everything that is in your heart and your soul is the wish already fulfilled. And reach out if you need me. I love you. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.